Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Hello, welcome to Oweleketv. This is Christmas special on your favorite TV station, Oweleketv. My name is Rachel Abioye. Merry Christmas! How's the Christmas going over there? I can perceive the rice and chicken from here. Well, today we're going to be discussing various topics as regards Christmas, because yes, it's a Christmas celebration. And I'm not alone in the studio. I have Antonia Nwokolo. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you, Rachel.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. You're looking all Christmassy.
Really, am I? Did you prepare fried rice and chicken, or is chicken and fried rice? Which one?
All of the above.
Okay, so today on this program on Christmas special, we're going to be discussing some topics, that I feel people don't really talk about. They don't really think about it for whatever reason best known to them. The first topic which we'll be talking about, which is widely known, by the way, is the issue of Bethlehem, cancelling Christmas. After this topic, we'll now come to the one that concerns you and that concerns us. So, Bethlehem cancelling Christmas, that was where Jesus was born. As you know, as we all know, Christmas is a Christian celebration. Yeah. It's a day when we celebrate the birth of Christ. And, not every, Christian, not all denominations celebrate Christmas. There are some persons who do not celebrate Christmas for various reasons. And now, Jesus was born in Bethlehem, and it's been cancelled there. And this is because of the Israel war, going on. And I was thinking, Antonia, now Christmas was cancelled in Bethlehem. Why can it not, go round, especially in Nigeria? Why? Because if they're cancelling Christmas in Bethlehem because of the war, in Nigeria, are we not, going through a lot right now? Something worse? Are we not going through? So, Antonia, tell me, what are your thoughts about, Bethlehem cancelling Christmas?
Okay, so I feel the cancelling Christmas in Bethlehem is just, they are in a period where a lot of killings, and it just brings back memories of when Jesus was born, and King Herod ordered the killing of children born from 2 years below, and he ordered their killing because the wise men came to him and they said, oh, we've seen a star and he's a king and XYZ, and everything that happened, and it was like, another king in my kingdom, it cannot work. And he sent orders for them to kill everybody, kill children born that were 2 years below, and the pain and the agony that how those families coped when they were experiencing such pain. So I feel it just brings back that memory now that Israel is undergoing so much killings, and there's so much pain and bitterness and anger everywhere, and I feel is somehow when you're in that situation, you feel like there's no reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
You understand? You feel like there's no reason to celebrate. Why should I make merry when, as I'm making my Christmas food now, we have thousands of people dying, and as you're just here jubilating, we've just heard that
something going on somewhere. Yeah,
it's just our natural human instinct. For instance, something happens in Abuja. They'll most likely shut down some activities. Yeah. It's just our normal human instinct to just say, you know what, let's just sit back and this is not the right time to celebrate, because it would have been awkward for street lights to, Christmas lights to be up, and celebration goes on when people are dying. Yeah. It doesn't really show that Christ-like nature in us. It doesn't really show it. So
you don't want to even imagine the thousands of people, that died, children dying. So I think yes. But again, I'm thinking, don't you think Nigerians should emulate Bethlehem? We should emulate, because insecurity everywhere, hash crunch here and there. In the northern part of Nigeria, we have bandits all over, people dying there. It's not affecting us so much because it's not, in our own territory where we are. But in the northern part of Nigeria, you don't want to believe what's going on there. And so, we're celebrating Christmas in Nigeria. So I think that's it for this topic. Let's go to the next topic, which concerns you and I. I want to ask you a question. Is Christmas worth celebrating? That's a big question. Is it worth celebrating? If you think it's worth celebrating, please drop your comments on the comment section below. We want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think Christmas is worth celebrating? Do you think it is not? It doesn't, we don't need to do all this.
Doesn't hold any significance.
Does it? Okay, so personally, I think Christmas is worth celebrating. And I wasn't born when some of this idol worship thing, was happening, because some people say, some Christians who do not celebrate it say Christmas is just like idol worshiping. It's when you trace it back to how it started. It was more like worshiping the sun. In fact, so many different
variations
to the story. But I wasn't there when it started. I wasn't there when it got converted to a Christian thing. And so growing up, what I know is I'm celebrating the birth of Jesus. And so I stand with that. And another thing is, personally, I can celebrate Christmas any day I want. I feel Christmas shouldn't be, okay, every December 25th, you must celebrate it. Every other day is just a normal day. I feel as a Christian, I can celebrate the birth of Christ any day I want. And I feel these people who are saying, who don't celebrate Christmas, I personally think they're not wrong. Totally, they're not wrong, because it's not biblical. There's no place in the Bible where you see December 25th, the birth of Jesus. But we have places in the Bible where it talked about the death, the resurrection of Jesus and everything. But we don't have anywhere where, where you can trace the date, December 25th, the birth of Jesus. But I feel I can just pick a day. I can say, oh, today, I want to just celebrate the birth of Jesus. And I can choose to do it in my spirit. I don't have to start cooking. I don't have to, buy this, buy that. I can choose to be inside my room and just celebrate his birth. Just pray, worship him, and thank God for, having Jesus come to this world. Thank God for that day when he was born. Thank God for his mother Mary, who, carried, our Savior and all of that. That's celebrating the birth of Jesus for me. But again, something came to my mind, Antonia. Imagine someone very close to you celebrating his or her birthday. And then you say, oh, it's not my birthday. Maybe my mom. I'm saying it's not my birthday, it's my mother's birthday. So I don't need to buy, I don't need anything. And it looks somehow. Now imagine your Savior, imagine your Jesus. And then I feel that's why, people are just so crazy about Christmas. Antonia, do you think Christmas is worth celebrating?
Rachel, to be honest, Christmas is worth celebrating. It's worth celebrating every day of the year. You don't have to tie it to a particular day. But since it's now the norm for us to celebrate Christmas on the 25th, what takes the meaning away from Christmas is when we focus so much on the superficiality, when we focus so much on the materialism, when we focus so much on the external, and we forget to reflect in our lives if Jesus is really born in our hearts.
Yes.
Because when we are so concerned about what I'm wearing for Christmas, my Christmas hair, what I'm cooking, where I'm turning up, what concert is holding. Yes, these gatherings sometimes don't really put Christ in the center of the celebration. Now, if you go online, you see a lot of events.
You'll be surprised that some people don't even know what Christmas is all about.
Exactly. So Christmas is a time for us to reflect on why Christ was born. So Christ was born to die for us, to save us from sin. Now, if we take Christ away from every of our celebration, you are not celebrating Christmas.
Yes.
Christ ought to be the focus of your cooking, your dressing up. You're looking good should be for Christ. Everything you're doing on Christmas Day should be for Christ. Not just, oh, so that I look good. Social media, then go take. It's not just for that. It's for us to dwell. So it's a time for you to sit back. You take stock of your life. How has my walk with Christ been throughout this year? Now it's even falls 25th of December. Yes, coming to an end. So how has my walking with Christ been throughout this year? Have I really developed a close relationship with him? Did I fall at some point? Am I back on track? Am I getting better? Am I becoming more Christ-like? Because the reason why we are Christians, the Christians were first called Christians in Antioch because they were behaving like Christ. And that means Christian means Christ-like. So am I behaving more like Christ day in, day out? Am I am I moving closer to, am I acting in alignment with what God wants for me? Is this what I'm doing? Or am I so focused on getting the latest this, getting the latest that? And it's really sad. It's really sad. So we will not really fault those people that don't celebrate Christmas, because I'm sure they must have thought about it and seen that.
Exactly. So
there are lots of things, extra attachment, and it just takes away the meaning.
Do you know the funny thing? So you know, Christmas is also a day where you show love to your neighbors, show love to people, and that's why we have people, you know, that share food, share chin everywhere, chicken everywhere, and all those things.
And even share food with your neighbors.
But now, do you even know the funny thing, Antonia? It's season to show love, right? And that's why we share food and all. But now it's like a competition.
Honestly,
if you don't have chicken, if it is fish you have, if it is biscuit and water you have, I want to. If it's coming from your heart, I can choose. Oh, Antonia, Merry Christmas, and I give you biscuits. But now, even people who barely eat 1 square meal in a day, they are struggling. And but because it's Christmas, they want to compete with their neighbor who is killing cow or who is killing goats. They'll say, me too, you see this goat, I must kill him. And then they result into, you know, doing something they're not supposed to do. You see people who they'll use their life savings just to cook and want to share. Why? Because they're competing. It's no longer showing love, but competition. What do you have to say about?
You know, there's this societal pressure. Do you understand, that is placed during this festivity? And it's not just even in the competition.
Yeah.
Now, it's now so planned that it's at the end of the year. So everybody is like, oh, what have I achieved this year? So it's more like, it's a bragging rights. Let me come.
It's not unfortunate and pathetic when you use your life savings to want to do Christmas, something you've been saving from the beginning of the year till the end of the year. You imagine people will now, oh my God, they're traveling to their village. They will go and spend. How can you work from January till December and everything you've gathered? In fact, I've heard people saying they are saving for Christmas. They start saving from January just for Christmas. I know they are saving to just show love to people. At the end of the year, they want to go to their village and show people, say, I don't arrive. They will go and buy bags of rice. They will buy wrappers. They will buy so many things with their life savings. And then January comes. They'll start crying. Yes. They'll start, January don't come. And then you start seeing, in fact, January is like the hardest month. Yes, in the year. Because you've spent all your life savings. You've spent everything. You have nothing to fall back on. And then January, they'll come back from villages. They'll come back and then back to square one. And this thing continues, you know. And then we say we're celebrating Christ. What exactly are we celebrating? So you see these people who don't celebrate Christmas. We can't blame them.
We can't blame them.
Yeah, because they have the full mouth to give reasons why
they complete
why they can't celebrate Christmas.
And just like what you said, when people do all of this, they sometimes don't take into cognizance that as much as we want to celebrate Christ, He has called us to be wise as serpents. He said we should be gentle as dove. We should also be wise as serpent. So if you spend all of your savings during Christmas, are you being wise like Jesus has called you to be wise?
Be open now. You are being foolish.
No, Rachel, no. That's not. No, today is Christmas.
No. Oh, okay. Okay.
You don't have to insult anybody.
Okay, it's Christmas. I'm zipping it. Please.
Are you being wise like Jesus has called you to be wise? Because January has Pro Max. January is more than 31.
It's like the longest month.
Then you come back, you squander. And the funniest thing is that all these things happen in just a week.
Did you say a week? No, Antonia, don't say a week.
Okay, today
is Christmas, so scratch that. It started a few days ago, and then today, everything. From tomorrow now, everyone's starting bye. From tomorrow, you hear people saying things like, now the food my neighbor give me now I save for freezer, now I want to go warm, so tomorrow. I mean, do you have to do that?
We don't have to put ourselves under that kind of pressure. It's not necessary. If you have the money to do this December thing, do it with your full chest. But remember, January is coming. But if you don't have the money, please, just now, this doesn't, whether you have the money or not, doesn't take away the fact that Christ should be the center of your Christmas celebration. It doesn't take it away. But then, as a Christian, as someone that God is leading, you don't have to make unwise decisions because you want to show to society that you are celebrating Christmas. You don't have to do all of that.
And do you know something? It is people who are managing that want to. Do you know what it means for people to go and collect loads of rice on credit
Oh my God.
Anyways, because of time, let's go to the last topic we have.
Okay.
I'm so interested in that topic. Because from the innermost of my belly and of my heart is paining me. The evil practices that happen on Christmas Day. As today is Christmas now, Antonia. I'm telling you the truth. One girl is on her way to her boyfriend's house now. To go and do what? To go and do some kind of things.
Some things.
On Christmas, and you hear things like, baby, I'm coming. Baby, I'm coming. I'm coming. Today is Christmas. I'm going to my baby's house. We're celebrating Christmas together. You hear things. That's when you hear some men will say, really, I don't drink, I don't take alcohol, I only take it once or twice in the year. I take it on Christmas Day and on New Year Day. Christmas Day, Christmas Day was supposed to be celebrating the birth of Christ. That's when people are indulging in things, committing, in fact, so many atrocities. That is the day some girls will give out their virginity. That is the day some girls will get pregnant. That is the day some young guys, some young boys, will start smoking because they went to visit their friends, and then it's like Christmas now. You don't go high, and you want to try it, and then you try it. That is the day when so many things go on. So you see, when we trace it back to people who don't celebrate Christmas, it's more like idol worshiping. Like I said, so many people do not even know what Christmas is all about. Now, evil practices. Okay, how do we stop this, for Christ's sake? I know we can't stop it permanently, 100%, but at least we can reduce it. And I think parents are doing the most, because as a mother, as a father, you grew up knowing what Christmas is. You're an adult and you know what Christmas is. But you see, your child now, you don't buy clothes, you don't buy shoe for the pikin, and on Christmas Day, you say, that is the day parents leave their children. You are free. You can go. So parents who say, you must not come back to this house by 8 p.m. Anything before 8, you must be in the house. That is the day they'll say, if you like, travel.
Like
that is, yes.
Say yes.
Anything. That is the day parents don't even beat or scold their children. That is the day. And then you let your children to just go out and they just do things. I mean, parents, I think they are doing the most right now. I mean, Antonia, how can we reduce, if we can't even stop it, how can we reduce this
I think it starts with the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it starts with the individual, because if I've made up my mind that on Christmas Day, because
don't go get pregnant.
Christmas,
no, don't get pregnant on Christmas. No.
It starts with the individual. So I'm using myself for example, as an example, yes. If as an individual I said, oh, today is Christmas, so I'm going to enter the streets. All the things I've not done.
My baby's married.
All the things I've not done since January, I'm going to. That is not, Christmas Day ought not to be the avenue to do all of that. So for all these things to come to reduce, it starts with them watching programs like this and understanding the true essence of Christmas.
Yeah.
Once you understand the true essence of Christmas, you get to see that all of these things are not necessary. You don't have to indulge in things that are not Christ-like because you are celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
In fact, he has called you to love, but he doesn't mean you should now show love in a way that is against what he commands. And
get pregnant. I just be straight to this thing.
And you know what he commands.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you should do all of that. That's not the day for you to smoke. That's not the day for you to drink to stupor.
That's not the day for you to virginity out.
Yes, that's not the day for you to steal. That's not the day for you to do all kinds of atrocities. You know, there are lots of things. There are even some that we may not even know.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that happen that we may not know.
Yeah,
in fact, after this program, let's take a stroll around town.
Okay.
Let's take a stroll around town and come back and add that clip, because there are a lot of things that go on, and it's really not pleasant. It's really not nice to see that what ought to be a celebration of Christ is now.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What is the significance of banger on Christmas Day? Why do you have children throwing banger all over the place on Christmas Day?
Rachel, let's be honest. Did you not throw banger when you were little?
I write true banger, but
Do you know white disco?
But what is this?
Do you know that one is called? Do you know it's called Shakis?
You is it the one you want and you?
It will be. Did you not throw that one?
And I'm asking, what is the significance of all of this on Christmas
I
Day?
feel it's just the joy. It just brings this
Now
joy,
you throw banger.
this excitement. I remember one crossover night. We're just they throw banger during New Year.
Yeah.
So we just closed from church and we're all going home. And my mom's sister, my aunt, was with us. She came to spend Christmas with us, and someone just threw the banger on her hands. She was drinking water. She just used the water to stone the person. I'm like, oh, let's get off from me, and all of that. So I feel just the excitement. Do you understand? Again, those are not the basics, but it's just how we as humans just say, oh, we want to show that we're happy, we want to show that we're in celebratory mood. It's just like when we're celebrating and you will light up fireworks. Just that sometimes these people now take it out of
Imagine someone throwing that thing under a car, under a moving car.
And to just catch
Do you
fire.
understand? Oh, Christmas.
To just catch fire.
Anyways, Merry Christmas. I wish you can continue this conversation. I really wish you can just go on and on and on, because it's so interesting talking about this, and I'm so sure you're also enjoying it. And just drop your comments. What do you think?
Rachel,
do you
before
think?
you go,
Yeah.
did you come with the chicken? Because we cannot finish talking now and we will not eat.
Did you come with the rice?
I came with it.
Okay, you came with.
But we had that agreement that we were going to bring the chicken. So when you drop your comments, I will let you know if Rachel actually gave me the chicken. Because it's about showing love.
We just advised people
It's about showing love.
money from January to December to go and buy what you cannot.
It's just a plate of rice.
You
cannot say
no, plate of rice. This is Nigeria. Things are expensive. I cannot all the money I've saved. Do you know how much I've saved?
So even Indomie, Rachel.
Indomie.
Wow.
Did I cook Indomie on Christmas Day?
Wow. So much for showing love.
Okay, how about chin chin?
I will manage.
Okay. All right. If you also have chinchi for us, you can throw it. Just throw it. We're going to catch it. And that's been it on Oweleketv Christmas special. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we did. Please go and follow us on all our social media handles, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Go and check out our number, check out news, our news updates. Go and check out health and wellness, politics and policies, business time, sport rush. We have lots of programs for you to enjoy yourself with this holiday. So please don't forget to always, when you wake up in the morning, always come to Oweleketv to check out what we have for you. And you enjoy yourself just as you did right now. My name is Rachel Abiore, and I have with me
Antonia Wonkolo in the studio.
All right, we'll see you again December 25th, 2024. All right, bye.
Bye.